Good evening, this is Zachariah Wharton, and I'm coming to you from WNN News, the Wharton News Network. Today's breaking story comes from The Guardian and the New York Times on Facebook profiles and the personally identifiable information of the users behind them that has been stolen. This information was stolen or harvested by the data firm Cambridge Analytica. This data was initially collected through a personality quiz willingly completed by over 300,000 users, which was then used to access information on as many as 87 million users through those contacts and friends. Cambridge Analytica was then hired by the campaign of the presidential hopeful Donald Trump, and targeted ads and pro-Trump materials were then spread to individuals who fit specific profiles. Additionally, harvested information was used to help decide on where to make campaign stops and to aid in strategic communications, such as in speeches from Trump during his campaign. This was confirmed by the CEO of Cambridge Analytica during congressional testimony when he went further to add that those ads were sent to both entice voters for their client, Mr. Trump, and to dissuade individuals from voting for the opposition. During investigations and testimony, Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg denied any knowledge of the data harvesting, but he did take responsibility for his company's part in allowing the actions to take place. Zuckerberg called the scandal a breach of trust between Kogan, the developer of the app, Cambridge Analytica, and Facebook. Zuckerberg also added that he felt it was a breach of trust between Facebook and the people who share their data with us and expect us to protect it, and we need to fix that. Since the scandal broke, Facebook has promised users that it would be vigilant in protecting their information. The scandal may have affected public opinion of Facebook. According to a Consumer Reports study, 44% of Americans believe that Facebook fosters division in society. But over this time, the monthly active users of the site continued to increase, even through the scandal, and the site has never posted a decrease in use. A plausible conclusion could be drawn from this that when a company provides a certain amount of utility, that consumers are willing to overlook some ethical missteps. In addition, several studies have been completed over the past 10 years where Facebook users have willingly given up their information for research. This shows a recklessness that could be leveraged by a firm such as Cambridge Analytica in this case for their own intentions, clearly unethical as the information was never intended for the purpose it was used. Further implications to strategic planning from Facebook include implementation of restrictions on background data gathering and access to users' contacts, requiring more careful scrutiny of applications requesting access to the popular social media site. Seems like it's always something on Facebook. Over to you, Jimbo, for sports.